2.5-year-old Macaulay, and then her husband Nate. So we run these. Our organizations run kind of mesh together, and we feel like two heads are better than one. So we do these together along with the team meetings that will be the team call that will happen right after this call, after we hang up and get back on. So if you're kind of looking at us like, wait, I know that person, but I'm not sure who she is, we collaborate together. Our teams work, we all kind of know each other type thing, or you'll get to know everybody. And it's just a really great friendship with all of us.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Krista. I did start the recording after all, so we're good. The introduction. I thought it was going to take a little bit to come up, but right up. So I forget that I have a new computer now, and it's much faster. So. Okay, well, do you want to get started with number one?
Sure. So tonight's call is going to focus around newcomers, so new reps within the last month or so, and then also reps that are looking to restart their business, relaunch, maybe just been sitting on the fence and you're just not sure where to start from. Some of these points that you'll hear tonight, you might have already heard on your welcome call or from your upline or your leader. So some of these things might be a repeat, but we feel like these are like the top 10 most important things that you kind of need to keep in mind when you're starting your Wildtree business, and kind of a rule of thumb to follow these steps too, because that's what's going to make you successful here. So if you have a pen and paper, that'd be awesome if you can write some of these down. That way you know what you're doing when you get off the call. So the first one I'll start with is the orientation call, which most of you that are listening to this call or on this call already probably had. It's an orientation call that you have with your leader and your upline sponsor. And on that orientation call is basically going over, why Wildtree? What's your dream big action plan with Wildtree? So like get you really thinking, okay, why did you decide to do this? Why did you decide to buy a business? And then within that call, you're going to go over the Roots for Success pack. That comes in your welcome email, and it's also it comes in your business builder kit. And in there are basically two most important things that you could ever do in that Roots for Success packet. The first two things are, like I said, dream big action plan. Announce it to yourself, to your upline leader, and to your sponsor, and write it down. And then your contact list. There's like a circle of influence. I can't remember what page it's on, but it's in there, and you can write down everyone that you know. That's going to be a living document. That's always going to be with you. It's not like, okay, she told me to fill this out, and then I'm never going to look at it again. That is a living document that you're constantly going to be adding people to, and if you have to get a notebook, put people on a notebook then. But those are the people that you're going to first reach out to about your business and share it with. And then also there's going to be a conversation of the Get Cooking program, which is basically incentives that Wildtree offers within your first 30, 60, 90, and 120 days, 4 different levels. And then you create a plan if that's something you want to work towards. And then also in that the Roots for Success, you're going to talk about like what days you can work, because we can all talk about what we're going to do, but you need to have a plan with yourself and with your family on what days work for you and when you can work, and then make these goals happen that you have written down. So that's number one.
Perfect. Hey, if you have background noise, somebody's got quite a bit. So can you just hit *6 and then you unmute once we're done? But otherwise, we're going to be able to hear. It sounds like a TV show possibly in the background. Could you just hit? Oh, I think it's gone. Thank you. And then you can come back. You can unmute if you want to ask a question. It'll just make the recording cleaner for anybody that listens to the recording. So, okay, Kristen was talking about this booklet, you guys, if you can see it, The Roots to Success. And she was referring to getting on an orientation call with your upline sponsor and then completing so that your sponsor or your upline team leader, director can be a better coach to you, pages 6 to 16. If you can work on that, creating your 20 what's to your why, your dream big action plan, and then starting to create, reading the memory joggers and creating a contact list. This will take you 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending what your goals are here. And remember, no goals too small or too big. But if you start with this, then your coach won't coach you to more or less than you want. She'll coach you to what you want. And that's where real success happens, okay? So that is what Chris was referring to. And again, I'm Kayla. Thank you, Chris, so much for introducing us both. That was awesome. So number 2, using your contact list. Once you do this homework and you get your contact list made, It's all about who do you know are ready so that we can then find people that you don't know. Because that's a big fear when people come here is, I don't think I know enough people, or what if I can't get anyone interested? But we have to start with who you know. That's just how this business works, even if you know a couple people or a lot of people. So we're going to set up your launch date or your dates together as a team. You can let us know what you're envisioning. Some people like live parties. I prefer them, but not everybody does. So whether it's a tasting, a double tasting, giving people 2-date options, whether it's a workshop, whether it's a Facebook party, whatever it is, however you want to start here, we basically just want you to get something on the books and get going. Because you made your contact list, now we're going to have you reach out to people and invite them to your tasting on May 25th. And when they say they can come, awesome, will you bring a friend? That's the first step to meet people you don't know. And if they can't come, you're going to say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm going to miss you, but can I give you the catalog link and will you check it out? And maybe there's some things that'll bless your family to support my new business. Or you can go the other route if you know them. That's too bad. I really was hoping I'd get to catch up with you. Would you be interested in helping me start my business with a tasting of your own? And then from there, obviously, you can get parties on your calendar. So it's really important that you use your contact list and start to work on your launch.
Okay, awesome. So number 3 is social media presence. So a lot of you know that, oh, my computer just cut out on me. A lot of you know that social media is free advertisement, basically. So you're always sharing something about, you know, your favorite restaurant, your favorite shirt, your favorite whatever, coffee shop. So we always encourage people to start a group right away, like a recipe club. Name it something fun. Don't just be like Jen's Wildtree page. Like name it something fun, like, you know, Meals Made Easy or Get Cooking with Jen or whatever, like Get Cooking Wildtree Style with Jen. Make sure your name and Wildtree's in there. But using social media right away, like having that presence that you're starting something new. And then also use the 60-day script and graphics that Wildtree has created for you. So whether you're on Kayla's team or my team, we both have that listed in our Facebook groups. It's a 60-day script. It's in a Google Doc, and it's basically words to use and images to share for your first 60 days. So you literally don't have to like, okay, what the heck am I supposed to post today? It's all done for you, and it's just a way to get you kind of started while you're waiting for your kit or you're waiting for your launch, and you just want to engage people and get them knowing what Wildtree is. What Wildtree is and what it is that you're up to. So social media. Also, another thing, and I know some people have been doing this, is going live on social media to let people know that you started a new business. Maybe it's opening up your box with everyone. People love that. Don't be scared. People love to watch other people live, like, let me tell you. So going live, tell them about your business, share what Wildtree is, your goals with Wildtree, how they can help you, like how can they help you, so that everybody knows exactly what it is you're doing, what you're up to, what you're excited about, and then how they can be involved. So social media is just kind of a big piece of the business, but let us know if for those like Jessica, I'm not sure, but let us know if you haven't found that social media script, because we can tag you in it so that you know where to find it. So that's number 3.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, number 4, start right away. And so this is going to tie into Carissa's number 3. That's being a product of the product. Actually, I'm going to say this on the 8:30 call tonight. It's something that I've taken note as a director with Wildtree. I've noticed that between our two organizations, some people forget the importance of actually doing their own workshop kit now and then and making freezer meals, of actually using the Wildtree Wellness Shake now and then, or every day, of actually using kids' cheese or a skillet meal and posting about it. If you're guilty of going out to eat a lot, like I hope Wildtree for you becomes a healthy solution, and maybe it just reduces the amount. You don't have to be perfect. I'm not saying you have to use Wildtree 24/7, but being a product of the product is huge. You have to eat the product. Think of this like a part-time or full-time job, and talk about it very confidently. And in order to do that, you need to have some experience tasting the food. You don't want to be like, oh, hey, yeah, do you want to book a party in the middle of your son's soccer game or baseball game this summer? You want to be talking to other moms at the game and it come up like, oh, I know, dinner is so hard to get in when summer school gets done at this time and I get done with work at this time and then it's off to the baseball diamond. I got to tell you about what I'm doing this summer. I found this amazing company called Wildtree and I'm making freezer meals. And that's going to roll into a really natural conversation after fostering relationships with these people. And you'll have bookings on your calendar. You're going to get sales, but you've got to be a product of the product and you got to be speaking confidently about it. And again, I have a note here on this one. Go live in your recipe club and show them cooking dinner. Tonight, Danielle, she's only a month into her business. She's in my organization. She was chopping onions and telling them about her vegetarian meal she was making while she was thanking people on her live video for her first month of support. And I was so engaged and captivated watching it. It was so good and it was so real. Her husband brought her son into the video, not realizing she was live. And so just you can be yourself, like Carissa said, but be a product of the product and show people what we do. You're going to have people 6 months from now that are still going to say, what's Wildtree? So try to do your best to constantly be educating.
Awesome. Number 5 is skill up. So every Sunday night, there are business builder calls. So a lot of people, that's another fear. You get started and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to find anything. I'm not sure. There's a lot of information, but with Wildtree, there is a ton of training at our fingertips, not only within our organizational Facebook groups, not with just your sponsor and your upline leader, but also in our back office. There's tools. If you go in your back office, click on tools and you can search like a Google, there's like a little search bar. You can search for anything that you're looking for. There's the Roots for Success that you can reference. There's a newbie website that Sonara Brown, who's our Senior Executive Director with Wildtree, she did, and that's in our team pages as well. It's in the pin post. So there's every Sunday there's a free training, like literally tops of the top in a company that take time out of their schedule to train us for a half hour or whatever on Sunday nights, and they're recorded. So if you can make them, or if that's family time, obviously that's recorded. And then there's team meetings. So Kayla and I did a kickoff together in spring, and we do these team calls once a month as well. But you can also do one-on-one coaching with your sponsor, even if you needed a little bit more. And then there's the conference that I'm sure a lot of you have seen us post about, which is in Denver. That's a national conference that is coming up in July. If you can make it, literally, you should be there, because Leaders Are Born at conference, and that's in the last week of July.
Yeah, and Carissa too, actually now in the tool section of our back office, when you click on launch here or new reps launch here, whatever that new rep section is, you guys, there's only like 7 sections in the tools. So you should be able to find what I'm talking about. It actually will take you right to Sonara Brown's website, because the company's been checking it out and she does know what she's talking about. She's the top income earner here for a reason. So all the things Carissa said, if you didn't catch them, like every Sunday night, there's a free call. This is how I got to where I am today. I never missed a call. No, I don't call in on Sundays. Sundays are family time for my family, but I would listen to them Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday on my way to work, or while I was doing the dishes, or while I was in the shower. But people who want to build a business here skill up and they become coachable. They become coachable. I was not coachable in the beginning. Carissa might tell you now I'm not the most coachable person in the world, but I work on it every day. I work on listening to people's ideas and then going and taking a shower or drinking some tea and thinking it over, or a beer. So that's number 5, skill up and be coachable. Number 6, until your calendar is solid, whatever you want it to be. So we can look at it 2 ways. If you have a party goal or a number of faces goal that you want to meet in the month, or a sales goal, we can look at it that way and make sure that you've got enough business coming in to meet those goals. Maybe when you do your Roots to Success booklet homework and your orientation call, your goal is financial. Then you're going to work with Carissa or myself and work it backwards. If you tell us you need $2,000 in income, we're going to tell you what you need to do to make that. And then that's what we mean when we say, until your calendar is solid, that has to be your main focus. Setting up in-person parties, vendor events, one-on-one appointments to meet with people and help them menu plan. Reaching out to 10 people a day about the shake. We have a script, you guys. It works. I sent out 10 messages today and 3 people got back to me right away with interest in the shake. And I've been doing this 4 years, and these people know I have a shake. So you might be thinking like, well, duh. No, you have the most potential when you're brand new and your market's completely untapped. So until your calendar's solid, that's your main focus. And again, that can look like whatever you want it to look like. but it must be income producing activity.
All right. Number 7, share the business from the start, and let us help you. With we have a Discover Wildtree group. So for those of you just starting, no matter what you want here, don't hold the business opportunity to yourself. No matter if you're here for part-time, medium time, or big time, don't be selfish about it. You need to share this opportunity with someone, because you never know the mom that might need a night out of the house. You never know the person that's living paycheck to paycheck and is just looking to breathe. You never know someone who has food allergies, or someone that is just looking for someone to believe in them and tell them that they can do it. You just don't know the people that you come across and what this opportunity can do for them. So make sure you share the business right from the start. You can add them into our Discover Wildtree event that we do every Sunday. Kayla and I do all the work. We answer all the questions. We do all the training when they sign up. So it's really fun, especially when you can share it with someone that you know that you're helping, especially like a friend or someone that you just randomly met or whatever. But this is where success is found. And even if you're just, like I said, no matter where you land in this business, the fact that you can bless somebody else with what you know is not only going to help you personally and financially, but it's going to help them too. So don't be selfish. Ask and share.
Yep. I just want to say one quick thing. Number 7, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Because if the person that met me at a party, I went to a party, and she said to me, it sounds like you work full time, you don't have kids, and you do CrossFit, and it sounds to me like you don't really have interest in doing anything else or having children. Like, it sounds like you're kind of set in your ways, but you'd be really good at this. Can I just send you home with some information? And I'm not going to say no. So most people are going to at least take the information. And that night when I got home, I read it, and I was so intrigued, mainly for the discount. But I'm going to tell you what, if she wouldn't have been bold enough to share it, I wouldn't be here today. So I'm forever grateful for that. I have to say that, like, I was intimidating to her. She tells me that now all the time. She's not with Wildtree any longer, but she tells me constantly, you scared me at the party. You acted like you knew just exactly what you wanted in life, and you didn't have financial need or any reason really, but I just felt like everybody should know that this is an opportunity. So I just want to really say it like from my heart. We're not asking you to create like a pyramid scheme here, or we're not asking you to like share the business so that the people at the top can get rich. Like, those are all misconceptions. We don't make any more money if you recruit somebody and they join your team. You get paid a bonus, and we do as well, if they succeed in their business. What we want is for no one to ever be at a job they hate, be broke, living paycheck to paycheck, or be miserable in their life when we have this amazing opportunity here that could have changed their life. Okay, enough with number 7, but I'm real passionate about this. Ask her. Number 8, we'll go fast. I'll do 8 and 9 really fast, and Carissa can end with 10 because that's really her words. Number 8, ask questions. There's no dumb question, and just be willing to learn. Number 9, consistency is the only difference between myself and somebody in direct sales who doesn't make it successful. My husband said it's so good last night in a video that I made him record. Carissa, if you haven't watched that video, you really need to. You didn't watch it? You gotta watch it. But he said, nobody fails in direct sales. If you sell one product or you eat $129 cake, you didn't fail. Anybody you know that says to you, I tried selling something, blah, 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 they gave up. They didn't stay consistent long enough to see the long-term reward. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally going to say that tomorrow night on the call. So number 9, consistency it's the key to success, and just be professional. You can say like an F-bomb once in a while and stuff, but like don't post political views on Facebook, like, because now you're a business owner and everything you do will directly affect your business.
Yes. And then number 10 is be fearless, be curious, be loud and proud. So what that means is you're getting your nails done. Talk about what you do. Don't be like, oh, I do one of those stay-at-home things. Like, I work for a meal planning company. We help busy people get dinner on the table. Be curious about the people that you meet at the grocery store or at the bank or at church or whatever, because you never know what you know could help them. Like, unless you're, starting those conversations and talking with them. So be curious about other people around you. Be curious about the people that you're working with within Wildtree. Like, one big thing for me was when I decided I wanted to do this, I was curious about those that were successful. I wanted to know what they were doing, and I wanted to do what they did. So I was curious, and I reached out, put myself out there, and I just, didn't care what anybody thought. I was fearless, and I was going to shout Wildtree from the rooftop. And that's what I've done for the past 4 years, being able to stay home with the kids and still have a financial backbone with Wildtree and pay my mortgage. It's amazing when you just don't let yourself get in your own way. Also, like when you're reaching out to people too, and I know it's scary. It's scary to go live. It's scary to cold reach out. It's scary to reach out to the girl that you haven't talked to since the 8th grade. But just, believe in what you have here with Wildtree. Believe that you can help people. Have a passion for helping people, and know that if you do hear a no, it's just a no, not right now. It's not a no, never. There's so many no's that I have heard that have turned into yeses, and tonight is a prime example of a girl that told me no on the shakes a month ago, and then she messaged me today and she's like, okay, I'm out of my other shakes, I want to try the Wildtree stuff. I know I told you no, but I'm really curious about them. And she ordered 2 canisters tonight. So stick with it, be curious, be loud, be proud, and like number 9, consistency and professionalism, and you'll go a long way with Wildtree.
Yeah. Ask questions, you guys. We're going to end the recording so we can jump onto our next call. Yes. But we are so excited for your new businesses, and we are here to make you have success, that you find success. So please ask us for help. Thanks again for tuning in. On behalf of Chris and I, we really appreciate you guys checking out these videos that we take time to do. So we'll see you soon.